All right, what's up, guys? It's time for another edition of 1554 Wired. Let's start with some intros over here.
Hi, Mikey Blosh.
I am Daniel Santiago.
I'm a little less pretentious, and I'm John Cannon.
And I am Corey Uribe.
What's that all about?
You're like, and I'm Daniel Santiago.
I took a little pause. I didn't want to go.
Sophisticated one over here.
I don't want to rush people. Just give them
all right.
time.
Well,
give them time
I got-
to settle in.
All right, well, I got a story I want to tell.
Please,
Okay.
John, tell
All right.
us.
So the city posted a note on our door saying that they were going to shut off our streets water because they had to like fix a water main or something. It was going to be off for like 12 hours, and it was overnight. And then at like 1 a.m, I really had to pee, and I was like, I ran over to the bathroom, and I was like, oh god, wait, our water shut off. Damn it! And so I ran into the kitchen and found a water bottle, and for the first time in my life, I peed in a bottle. I don't know if you realize this, but like the average water bottle, that shit will fill up with urine extra quick. Like it took 2 water bottles, but what I didn't
Did you stop midstream?
I had to. I ran out of bottle.
Did you overflow at all, or did you get it all in?
No, I was good. I didn't overflow anything.
Really?
Yeah, but then
Getting it in nice and even, and getting it out nice and no
could've
drops.
just peed
no
in the
drops,
my
dude.
God.
I was
John,
That is talent.
you could have just peed in the backyard.
yeah. Well, I realized that after.
Or you could have just peed in the toilet and flushed it later.
Yeah, well, it was already full of pee. But what I didn't. Hey,
Do you have that much pee where it's gonna overflow?
what I didn't consider is what I would do with the bottles after they were full. So I just ended up dumping them into the toilet.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So
That is
what-
the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I have another question.
Or that's the stupidest thing I've heard this week.
That was really loud, by the way.
Yeah.
was-
Oh
What
my God.
what was your
Alright,
question, Mikey?
So, like, did you have to aim to put it, or did you stick your thing into the hole?
No, it didn't fit in the hole, but it was
Yeah,
like
mine's
You
not-
have to aim
mine's
it.
not that thin
That's- I was
either.
just wondering. 'cause,
yeah.
like,
Not all
mine
of us
wouldn't
have the class.
would have?
the-
fit. No, would not. I'm not that kind of Asian.
Not all of us have the stereotypical Asian pencil dick.
Me neither.
No, it was. It was pretty stressful. I'm not gonna lie. I was like holding my breath like a sniper, trying to make sure that I didn't sway to either side.
Okay,
Then after
so-
I was done, I was like, God, what am I gonna do with this?
Yeah, so you
God, I
went.
should have just gone outside.
You went from I
So you
can't
didn't
go in. I went from. Well, no, you went from I can't go in the toilet.
Yes.
To I'll go in a bottle to.
Yes.
Okay, I guess I'll
Backyard.
just put it back in the toilet.
Yeah. See, here's my thought process. I can't pee in the toilet. I better pee in a bottle. And when the bottles are full, wow, what am I gonna do with these? I better dump them in the toilet. As soon as I got done dumping them in the toilet, I should have just dumped these outside. I should have just peed outside.
Or you should have just peed in the toilet. Like, it's no big deal.
There were many options.
you know what?
They were
I'll-
like, out of all the options
picked
I
the
had, I
stupidest
picked
one.
the worst one.
You know what?
The
No.
stupidest one.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because you said it was 1 a.m. right? Like it was.
It was early in the morning.
Okay, see, so
No.
you probably wasn't thinking clearly. I know I wouldn't be.
Okay, what would have been stupider is if you were like,
More
okay,
stupid.
I want to pee outside, but I don't want to go outside to go near a plant, so I'll just pee in the fake plant in my own living room. Like, that would have been funny.
That would have
Like,
been.
No.
oh, there's still a plant. Oh, wait, it's not real. God damn it.
I think that might have had some repercussions though.
Yeah,
that
probably
would've
so.
smelled
I'm pretty sure
Yeah, like, really
that,
smell it.
that later that morning be like, what is that?
Yeah.
John, remember when Clayton peed in the practice room in the corner because the sub wouldn't let him go?
Oh
That's what
yeah.
reminds me.
Yeah.
What?
That's another story.
Yeah.
What
Ugh.
what did you do with the bottles after you emptied them?
I washed them out the next morning,
And
threw them away.
okay,
Okay,
good.
good.
I was about to say, I washed them out. Put some Gatorade in
Put it
there.
right
took
back
them
in
to
the
gym.
dishwasher.
No, they were just like the throwaway water bottles.
I know, but some people save those and reuse them.
Well, I think that's what we were doing because like there were 3 of them on our counter that had been washed out.
numerous
So I
times.
just grabbed them and hoped no one would ask any questions later. And nobody did, at least not that I know of.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what have you guys been up to?
For me?
Well,
Yeah.
I haven't peed in the bottle, so
Yeah, well, I was just lucky there wasn't a genie in there, I suppose.
wouldn't you have seen them? Wouldn't that be a clear bottle?
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah.
All right. We kind of talked about some traffic things last week.
Yeah, we
And
did.
I thought about some more stuff later on. And I
Lay it
was-
on me.
Okay. In Denton, there's a lot of one-way streets, right?
Yeah.
I hate
And I
those.
was thinking, if you can make a legal right on a red light,
Yeah.
on a one-way street, why can't you make a legal left on a red light.
Well, if it's one way going right. then-
Because the whole concept is you don't want to run across into oncoming traffic. But if it's a one-way street, there is no oncoming traffic. So why isn't there a law that says you can make a legal left on a red light on a one-way street?
You're saying that there's a red. Wait, hold on. Let me just try and follow this.
You're already on the one-way street.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's like, so there's no
Wait,
oncoming traffic.
There's
so
no
why
oncoming
can't
traffic
you
to your left, so you can just pull into the next lane.
Wait, no,
Why not?
that wouldn't work either way.
Yeah, that
because-
wouldn't work because they would both have to be one-way streets.
But what if they are both one-way
yeah.
streets?
I've never been on a one-way street that dead end.
one-
It doesn't have to dead end. It just has to intersect another one-way street.
one-way street
like
that
they're both going
intersects-
this way, and then you make a legal left on a red light. Why can't
So
you do that?
it's a one-way street that's intersecting with another one-way street
Yeah,
with the
like-
traffic
So
going
then
to
how
the
can you
left.
turn? Yeah, how can you turn left?
Like, one-way street's going this way, and then
Like
Another one-way street's going this
the
way.
first one-way street is going north. You're going north on the one-way street.
Okay.
The second one is going west, and it's also a one-way street. So then you make the legal left, and you're not crossing any traffic. Why can't you do that?
That intersection would never exist.
Why
yeah,
not?
I don't see how
That-
that.
How would that
work.
not exist?
Can you think of a
Well,
single example?
I drove past a street, and that's what made me think of it, because I was in that exact situation. I was
You're-
sitting
you're-
at a red light, waiting to make a left, and it was right there, and I couldn't just go whoop. I
Why
had
would
to
they
wait
have
for
a
the green
Why would
light.
they have a red light?
Yeah,
they would
why?
never have a
They do.
stoplight at the intersection of two one-way streets.
that are intersecting though? So you
That's
want-
what makes it an intersection.
Yeah, but the point is, you need a traffic light because you want to let these people
I
go.
think you're
to
confused
stop
about
them.
the situation.
Yeah,
No, I'm not.
I don't-
I've never
do you
heard of that
understand what I'm
before.
saying, Mikey?
I think so. Maybe
Mikey-
I think you should just try it and see if a cop pulls you over.
No, dude,
then
I'm not
you'll
going to do
find
that.
out.
No, it's not that hard to understand.
No, I do understand it.
I-
I'm just saying that situation doesn't exist.
Yes, it does. How does it not exist?
Because I think you were just confused about the situation.
No, it wasn't. How can a one-way street that's going west, and there's not another street going east, it's just one way, and a one-way street that's going north, how can that not make a legal left without intersecting traffic?
Is it just one lane of traffic in both or two lanes of traffic in both?
It wouldn't matter. You're making a legal left into the leftmost lane of the other road. Does you see how that makes sense?
Yes,
I-
I've understood since the first time you told
Okay,
me.
okay. So
I'm
what's
trying
the
to wrap
problem?
my head. That's you just.
You're not crossing any
because
traffic. There's no, it's the same situation as making a legal right. You're only cutting one lane and you're not going across traffic. So why can't you make a legal left at a red light if both lanes are going one way? Like I was just
Okay,
thinking about that.
I've never been in that type of situation.
I'll take you
And
down
I'm-
there. I'll take you down there and I'll show you the exact street because there's multiple streets that are just like that.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Like-
All right.
If there's a,
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
don't
we're just
know,
drawing
dude.
blanks
Did I just
because
blow your
never.
minds?
You don't.
you didn't
don't
blow
deal
my
with
mind.
that.
You blew my mind with stupidity.
really.
Stupidity for you confusing the situation, or stupidity for that intersection existing. In
Yeah,
the first
I'm
place?
I don't
pretty
know
sure
why it
you're
wouldn't
getting
exist.
confused here.
I don't know why it wouldn't exist.
I've never been.
Just-
I've
yeah,
never
that's
been
never
driving.
happened.
I've never been driving down a one-way street and intersected another one-way street.
That's
Yeah.
going 90 degrees from it.
Yeah,
Or perpendicular.
right. Or at all.
Yeah, I've never dealt with that
Yeah.
either. So
That's never happened to me before.
Okay, well, it happens apparently a lot because there's plenty of them down there.
It's happened once,
But
according to
another
you.
another
Oh,
interesting
that's my
thing.
foot.
sorry.
In the UNT parking lot, they had a special session for like a congressman, and so they're closing off the parking lot.
It was
So-
Secretary of Defense Robert
never
Gates.
mind.
Whatever, as a government official
Wait.
or a past government official.
I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
So what they're doing, they wanted to close down the parking lot so they could free up some empty spaces for people to park for the elected congressperson, the
No,
government official.
Yes.
Government official.
Okay, good.
So what they were doing is they weren't letting anybody in because they don't want students crowding the spaces.
Okay.
But that just made me thinking, if they're not going to let anyone in to park, how are the people that are there for the event supposed to get in and park? Like they weren't letting anybody in. They were like, "No, we need to make spaces. We need to make spaces."
They're probably
But why
making
do you need to
spaces
make
for the people
spaces?
from the event.
Yeah, but they weren't letting those people in.
How do you know who? How do
Yeah, I
you know
don't know.
who's there for
Because they
the
just had them
event?
blocked off, and
I know.
anyone turned, they're just like, "Nope, keep going."
I know.
It's like, no,
When they
we're closed
pulled
off.
up, they would probably let them
But
in.
they wouldn't.
How do you know?
Hang on, Mikey says he knows.
Because
Go.
I asked the guy.
Alright. Well,
the fuck?
I was at the gym earlier, and then one of my friends who works at Chicken Express, he's an ROTC, so he had to go to the event and like be like security there, and he said like yeah they couldn't let people in even if they're like invited to the event. They had to be like certain specific people like higher up that had like clearance or whatever.
Yeah. See, what I'm saying is, as soon as someone pulled up that
Good job,
was
Mikey.
supposed to park, they're not clearing the space for nobody.
That's what I thought because they weren't letting
No,
anybody
that's-
in regardless. Like they're just like, "Nope, we're not letting."
Well,
you in."
I don't think you
We
saw
have
the
an event,
former.
we're not-
I don't think you saw the former
It's
Secretary
like
of Defense
the upper
pull up.
class, only like the top
So-
1%. gets
The
in.
top 1%.
I don't know.
Do you have one of these examples that isn't totally stupid?
Okay. My first example is perfectly legitimate. There are plenty. I will find a street in New York City because I'm guessing cities have a lot of one-way streets. I'll find a typical street in a big city that has that exact situation. I will find one and
hang on.
put it
The
in
thing
the link
about that
dump.
is I've
I'll
never
put that in the link dump.
I haven't seen an intersection like that.
It's not uncommon in big cities where you have a square like a grid, like
I feel like they
where there's
wouldn't have
one-way
it,
streets
like, at
all over
all.
the place. Why not?
Because
Because
it's
it's just
stupid.
not.
Just because if you've never seen it doesn't it's perfectly acceptable. You have a continuous
because-
one-way street that's been going forever and another one-way street that's been going forever, and they just happen to intersect.
Just because you haven't seen a platypus doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
It's exactly what it means.
I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
But yeah, those are two interesting things. Oh, which brings us to our new segment of the podcast.
Ooh, we have a new segment. What is it?
What's it called?
It's called the fill in the blank segment. It's
Fill in
called
the blank.
It's called Things I Saw That Were Blank.
Things
so
that I saw that were
I'm going to
blank.
pick the blank today. so this is things I saw that were blank. I'm going to pick
The blank.
funny for this week. So
Funny.
we all have to go around and say one thing that we saw that was freaking funny.
Freaking funny.
All right, starting with Mikey.
Did that have to be this week?
Yes.
Damn it.
Since the last podcast, which is a week ago.
Okay.
I have something, by the way.
Does it have to be? Well, okay. You said saw, but you can hear it too, right? Like it's
Yeah,
not-
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay.
Witnessed.
Okay.
Witnessed.
Witnessed. Yes. Okay.
Do I have to go first?
Mike
Go
or
ahead,
Corey, what do you
have
got?
something?
I mean, what you just said like 20 minutes ago. Wait, what'd you say? Crap.
I peed in a bottle.
No, not that. Like Mikey said something, and then you made a comment, and that was freaking hilarious.
That happens like every 5 minutes. dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
okay,
I can't
okay,
even
okay.
follow.
Well, that was the most recent thing I can think of.
Okay, here's the thing that I saw that was funny. I was driving, and I drove past. One thing that's always kind of weird to me is when like a teenage girl is driving a really nice sports car, but she's driving it like a grandma. Like I hate people like that.
Why?
It's really-
They're
How many
obeying the
teenage
law.
girls drive like a grandma?
Mikey,
I wouldn't wanna
grandmas
get it.
drive under the speed limit.
So?
They're not obeying the law if they're disrupting traffic.
But
they're
have-
obeying the speed limit, but
Have
not.
you seen a teenage
Okay,
girl
it's
drive
the
like a
law.
grandma?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there a
Really?
law?
Yeah, I
Okay,
have.
I have not
Disrupting
witnessed that
traffic?
yet.
Okay.
What was
okay,
funny
okay.
about it though?
Since yes, there is a law against
If you
going
go
too
too
slow.
slow.
Yes, there
How
is.
slow
It's
is
called
this?
disrupting
Yeah, I
traffic.
know, but-
You're not breaking the speed limit, but you are
But
disrupting
how
traffic.
slow? Like, people go at the speed limit,
It's
but they
usually
pass
like
me all the
It,
time.
20
it depends.
under or
It depends.
something.
Like if you're going 15 under, or,
Yeah,
or
well, yeah.
you know, sometimes you
On
can 10
highways, the speed limit is like 60.
Everyone's going
The
like
lowest
80.
is like 40. So if you're going
Yeah.
like 30, then yeah, you're gonna get pulled over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
so-
for going. For
What
disrupting
was
traffic.
funny about your story though?
Okay, so I was driving and
That
I
was
always
it.
get really frustrated, and I'm like, and I actually drove past 3 girls in nice sports cars that I expect to be going fast because you know you see a sports car, you're like, okay, that guy's gonna drive fast.
Yeah.
But it was a
I don't
chick.
like it when people drive cars that don't represent who they are as a driver.
Okay.
Like if somebody drives a minivan and they're like a 40-year-old man who doesn't have kids, that bothers me. But anyway, so I was
a
driving past all
4-year-old.
these girls that shouldn't be driving these nice cars, and I was already kind of angry and upset. And I was like, God, all these girls need to get out of my way. I wasn't speeding, by the way. I was just going, you know, normal speed. They were just driving freaking slow. No, I'm
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
And I was pissed off because it was traffic. And I drove past this, what I thought to be a grandma, and it was actually like this, like, I want to say 40-year-old woman. You know, no, middle-aged, not like old, but not a teenager. She had like pink hair. And it just cracked me up. I was just like, because I was angry at all these stupid teenage girls. I was
man.
like, oh, here's another grandma. And I drove by, and it's like somebody my mom's age with like bright pink hair, and it was long and flowing. And I was just like, and it just made me think of like my mom, like wearing pink hair or something, and it was funny. And then another thing I saw the same day, actually today, I saw my one of my professors driving. First of all, he has like really bushy, shaggy hair, and it's like curly. And he was driving a moped, and his helmet was on, and his little curls were like flying out the side of the. But this was like the tiniest moped you could possibly imagine. So he's like, "Nee," and he's driving like this, and his little hair is like flipping in the
Yeah.
wind, and it was just freaking funny, dude.
What about you, Corey? You got something?
I'm trying to think.
Mikey,
They're all last week.
John.
you got something?
You guys
No.
are not very good at this.
John.
Nathan.
Because nothing
Well, when
funny
you-
happened.
All right. Yeah, I heard something funny from my mom, so I did hear it. But
Oh.
my mom is an assistant principal at an elementary school, and there was this Asian family that came in. No offense to
Mikey's
you,
like,
Mikey. No offense
Hey,
to you.
let's be tread lightly, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. I'm just speaking from my pal
Yeah.
over here.
Either way, they were Korean. They're not even Filipino.
Oh,
Mikey.
okay.
So they were Korean, and
yeah. You don't want
the
him to
kid-
karate chop you in the
yeah.
neck.
Anyways,
So dumb.
ugh. this Korean family came in, and the kid is like apparently he's like 4, he's in pre-K, but he doesn't speak very well.
Did you tell me this?
No, I didn't. I
think you did.
I'm not. No,
Okay,
it's
okay,
not.
okay.
It's not where you think it's going.
Okay.
He doesn't speak very well. According to his parents, he no talk no good. But the kid's last name is like it's like
You did tell me this.
Wong. Yeah, his first name is Bill Gates. No space, Bill Gates. His name is Bill Gates Wong. This is a direct quote from from Bill Gates' parents.
Oh man.
We give him good name, but he no good. That's what they said. Bill Gates, no space. And my mom said that she can't keep a straight face because he keeps like punching kids. And my mom was like, Bill Gates, don't do that. Bill Gates, you get over here. We're gonna call your parents, Bill Gates.
Okay. What was the other like terrible names that
There was-
because there's another one that you
there's
said that's like shit or
There's a kid's name. There's an African kid's name who his name is Ochit.
Ochit.
Ochit. And then there's another one. There's another.
Ochit, get over here.
Yeah. There's another one whose name is it looks like Middle Eastern, like ASWAD, Aswad. So and my mom had to call Aswad, or what she thought was Aswad's parents, and there's like straight up ghetto black family. My mom was like, Aswad got in trouble today, and the like super ghetto chick on the other end was like, it's Aswad. So at one school they have Bill Gates, Aswad, and Ochit. I don't know who named.
Wow.
I
That
don't,
reminds me, like I stumbled upon this another one about like this black girl's name. It's spelled like L-A and then a dash mark
Dude,
and
everybody's
then A.
everybody.
yeah,
seen
everybody
that
started
one.
that.
Sorry, dude.
Ladasha?
Sorry. Yeah.
Ladasha, yes,
Everybody
Mikey.
said
That was the first time I heard of it. I guess I'm
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah, you definitely are behind.
that. Okay, I don't think you
Sorry.
should be
Never
allowed to
mind.
use. I don't think you should be allowed to use a punctuation mark in a legal name. Like you shouldn't be able to use a dash or a slash or a period. Like
What? Not a,
That doesn't
like,
affect
because
you.
it's
Not
not a
even
real.
hyphenated?
It's not a real character.
Hyphenated last names though. That's
Yeah.
different, but
that's what I meant.
But that's like two separate names.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that, but
what
then
about
you shouldn't be able to pronounce
what about
it
click
as
sounds?
dash. You
Well,
don't.
no,
you don't say
that's-
like
that's not a real-
Jaime. You don't say Alvarez dash Calderon. You just say
Yeah, I've never heard of anyone pronouncing the dash other than the Ladasha story.
That's just I don't know. I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's unique.
Do you want to talk about your football players? Like where you changed their names?
Oh, dude, yours are better than mine.
Mine?
Yeah.
No, they're not. Like the
Just
instead
say it.
of Michael Finley, the black version of Michael Finley.
Oh,
is
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Michael Finley.
Yeah, it's just this thing I have about black names where they like they take
We're
it-
not trying to offend anyone. We're just noticing an observation. We're just
But if
observing
you're
a trend.
offended,
a trend.
If you're offended, I don't give a shit.
Wow.
He does. But
Okay.
I give a
That's
small
gonna
shit.
get jumped.
Small shit.
John Cannon lives at. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyways,
Yeah, no.
it's like the black guys' names. They just take a normal name and add like a syllable like duh or la or jur. There's like Jermichael is a real name, but yeah, I add that or yeah, LaMichael or Jermichael or Jamarcus or Damarcus.
Yeah.
Marcus is already black enough as it is.
Yeah.
You know? Man, pretty soon they're gonna have to add like a second syllable just to make it even more black. It's like Letamarcus.
Let him mark.
Yeah,
Little Marcus.
Jerla Michael.
It's like
It's gonna get rid of Jerla Michael. Just start at like 4 syllables before the actual name.
Ooga-dooga-doo.
A do.
The Michael.
Oh man.
That's
Corey, what have you heard about the iPhone 5?
well, just the latest thing that I've heard and seen was that before the design was more of a teardrop shape for like from the side,
Yeah.
but now that has gone away and a new leak came out and it's supposed to be pretty much like the 4,
Yeah.
except a little shorter and wider.
Like
Because
a
of the
cheese
bigger-
wheel.
Sure. 'Cause it's supposed to be. It's supposed to have like a 4-inch screen.
Oh, okay. So, I was
So-
about to ask you: is the screen bigger or just the area around the screen bigger?
Both.
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 No, because you said the length is smaller.
Like, give me your phone. Okay. So it still has the band, and they said this time they're fixing everything with the antenna, so that way there's not any of that.
That hasn't
Stuff.
affected me.
Okay.
Well,
all you have to do to fix that is
Apparently,
put
it
a
happened
case
to like
on.
a bunch of other
Yeah.
people. I don't know. But
Okay, it happens
they-
to everyone. You just have to put a case
Doesn't
on it.
happen
That's
to
all.
me.
or whatever.
I,
just
Mike, you don't have an iPhone. Shut up.
Man.
basically, they said they
Yeah.
fixed all that this time.
Okay.
So it. the screen is definitely going to be way. You probably can't see it on there.
Because fucking Kirby's in the way.
Shut up,
Really?
Mikey. No, Mikey, put the Kirby back. They wouldn't be able to
You
see
did
anyway.
the-
They're
Mikey,
halfway
you
across
did the right
room.
thing.
Okay, well, just try to imagine this. The screen is definitely bigger. It's supposed to be 4 inches. So it almost looks like the screen goes to the very edge of the actual phone.
Like it does now.
No, like it's thinner than that. Like it almost looks like wherever the side is, that's the screen. Like it's real close. And this is way shorter and like just basically the screen fills up way more than what the phone actually is.
But is the phone still the same size as far as like the way it fits in your hand?
I heard it's a little wider.
Yeah, no, it's a little wider. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So it'll be wider than that. But it has that same overall design
Like-
to it.
Speaking of like the iPhone, as far as like you're talking about the size of the screen and things, one thing that's always really, really bothered me is how the Apple products, when they make the sizes of their displays, whether it's for a laptop or for the iPad or for the iPhone, they never make it in 16:9 aspect ratio. And it boggles my mind because they're pushing, like media, like you have like ESPN3 on mobile devices, you have, YouTube on mobile devices, and none of the devices for Apple are in 16:9. And it's just something about like, being a filmmaker and wanting everything to be in 16:9. And of course
Yeah.
there are other things, but as far as for TV, the HDS is standard. Why wouldn't they do that? Like, it just like boggles my mind why they wouldn't do that.
At our school's new football stadium, the scoreboard screen where they play advertisements and stuff in between. It's not in 16:9 either.
Yeah, like we built a brand new stadium, and with all the money we spent, they still made the screen, like the display screen, 4:3, like it's 10 years ago.
4 by
It's
Yeah.
just like 16:9 is the new standard, and you built a brand new stadium and put the screen or the replay thing in
Yeah,
the old
well,
standard. Makes no sense.
that'd be like if you-
Granted, our football team is not that good.
They don't want to show.
Okay, but
Still,
that doesn't change anything
That'd
about
be
this.
like if I
Alright.
just like set up a brand new like super like $100,000 home theater system, and I wasn't using a TV that used HDMI.
Or you didn't put surround sound on.
Yeah.
You just had two tiny ass speakers in the front.
Exactly.
Like it doesn't make any sense. Like why would you spend all that money and not do it right?
Yeah,
It's just stupid. to me.
it's like
I
buying
ran out of money.
buying $1,000 projector and projecting it onto a sheet.
Exactly. It's just so dumb. Why did
Yeah.
they do that?
I don't know.
Man.
I had something to say again.
Wait, that's
I really don't
blanking.
have an opinion on that personally. Just, I mean,
Me
although
neither.
I'm not a filmmaker. So
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Here's something that aggravated me. I got an email from the school saying that the university's official app is now available, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I know some bigger colleges
Oh,
have
and-
that."
and
then I
now-
clicked on it, and
yeah.
I was like, "Facebook? They made a Facebook app? This is stupid."
That is so dumb.
I
Like,
saw-
it
I
didn't even
saw
say.
that this
It just said the UNT app is now available. So I went to the app store. I was like, UNT, nothing.
Wow.
University of North Texas, nothing.
Yeah.
So I
did
went
the
and clicked
exact
the
same
email.
thing.
You did okay.
Yes.
I'm glad I'm
But
not
I
the
didn't-
only one.
I didn't go back to the email though, but I did search it because I felt like if it was on there, okay, so it'd come up. Like
Yeah,
it's
so I clicked the link and it popped up to the mobile browser version of Facebook, and it was like, would you like to let UNT access all of your personal information on Facebook? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
That'd be like if they released it for like Windows Phone and didn't include Android or like
Yeah,
iPhone. It's just so dumb. Like I've used the web version of the website for like registering classes and things. You can check your schedule on it, but you can't register for classes.
Yeah.
So there's this option that says if you're looking to register for classes, use the full version of the website rather than the mobile version.
Right.
But when you click the full version, it goes
It
to the
goes-
main page,
but
it
then
loads
it-
for half a second, and
Yeah.
then goes back
And
to the
then goes-
mobile
yes,
version.
see?
And it's just
Okay,
like,
but-
what the fuck? Like, why? Like what?
because
what,
you're still on a mobile device. That's what it is.
What option can I check? Like, that's another thing about the iPhone. Why won't they let me check off? Like, I don't know if it's like based on the URL, if it's based on the iPhone. Like, why can't I check off? Don't look at the mobile version. I don't want to look at mobile versions of websites. I don't have a BlackBerry from 10 years ago. I want to
Yeah.
see the full version of the website. You
I
know,
don't think
it's like
Exactly.
why.
That old.
Yeah, they are.
Why can't
Oh,
you know? It just
I
doesn't
know.
make sense to
Yeah,
me.
dude.
Like things like the iPad. Like, does the iPad view mobile versions?
Yes.
That's stupid. It's got a huge
does?
display.
Yeah.
It's got HD.
Here-
you know,
here's
retina
the thing,
display.
here's the thing.
Why is it
Do you-
still viewing
Just-
the mobile version?
Even
You-
if there's no button to view or to view the normal version, just look at the URL and it'll before the www dot, it'll put an m dot, and then you just take the m dot away and it'll go to the regular website usually.
But then it'll reload the mobile version as soon as you do that.
it doesn't do that most of the time for me.
Okay, see, like if I go to like
It depends
just
on
any
it depends
website.
site to site, but
Yeah.
more often than not, I've found that if you just take that away, it'll go to the
I haven't
regular
gone
site.
to the mobile device on an iPad.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have an
when
iPad, so I don't know.
I don't have one either, but
my
I've used my
aunt's the only
parents.
one that I know that has one in like my family. But anytime I use it, if I go to a website, it never pulls up the mobile version.
Well,
It's
I hope
always-
not, because that would just be stupid.
Yeah,
Like-
well, it might not. I mean, I
good,
thought it
'cause
did, but I could be
it's
wrong.
basically a computer. So why
yeah,
would it?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Do you think
Yeah.
do you think it's because they're not loading it off of 3G? They're loading it off of a Wi-Fi server.
That's probably that makes sense.
I
Well,
wouldn't,
then what
I
about-
wouldn't see
Some of the
why that
iPads
would
have
make a
3G.
difference, though.
Yeah, some of the iPads have 3G though.
Yeah,
so
some
I
of them
wouldn't- I don't know what the deal is.
I don't know what it is, yet, but
I don't know.
I agree with you.
that's
It's
stupid to
aggravating.
me.
Like if I wanted limited options,
I would have had a BlackBerry for 10 years ago.
yeah, exactly. I'd be playing Brick Breaker.
Brick Breaker.
Okay,
Dude, I'd be playing Snake 1,
really?
where it's nothing but black squares.
Pixels.
I actually like Snake 1 a lot. Like, I don't like the new versions of
Really?
Snake. I want the original Snake 1.
Have you guys ever played any of the God of War games?
I wish, dude.
Nope.
Because, like,
Are those
I played parts of it.
are
they're
those Sony
PS2
exclusive?
PS2 only, or
And
PS3.
PS3,
only. Yeah,
yeah, so
because
Sony.
when I had a PS2, my parents, like, I wasn't old enough to get M games, and my parents wouldn't get me because they were super strict about that kind of thing. I had to
Yeah.
beg them to get Halo at
That's
like age
annoying.
14. But anyway,
Yeah.
so I couldn't get an M game, so I didn't get the first two. I didn't have a PlayStation when the first one came out, and then they would let me get the second one, and then I don't have a PS3 now, so I haven't got to play any of
Oh,
them. But I
yeah.
hear they're super awesome.
God of War 3 comes out next week.
For real? That,
3?
it's
It's already been out. God of
I thought
War
it-
3. Do you mean
don't know.
Gears of War?
Gears of War. Fuck.
Okay, dude,
Yeah, I've been confused the whole damn
okay,
time.
Okay,
That's what I was thinking in
that
my
is
head the whole time.
Okay, you
I was
just
like,
confused
what
the
are you
shit out of me.
talking
Okay,
about?
Gears of War.
Yeah, that's what I
is
meant to say.
Cross-platform.
And that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Gears of War is cross-platform, as far as I know.
Yeah.
But I'm not excited about Gears of War 3. 'Cause
Why?
I didn't like the first one, so I didn't play the second one, and I'm not going to play the third one.
Because I played a little bit of the second one, just in like the horde mode, where they just keep coming in waves and shit.
I never play that mode. Like Nazi zombies and shit like that, I never play that mode.
Why?
It's just frustrating.
That
to me.
one's actually
Hey,
kinda
I like
fun to
I like
me.
places where like in a regular level you go from here to here to here. I don't like just staying in one place and knowing I'm gonna die. It's like the last level of Halo Reach. It's just boring to me
Really?
because you just sit there and you know you're gonna die eventually. Okay, but yeah,
Either way.
back to Gears of War. Like
Okay.
the reason I didn't like the first one is because first of all, like all the animation and the art design, it's super like everyone's just round and short. It's like you're looking at it on a stretched TV.
Or-
Like they're stretching the image on a 16:9. But yeah, everything just looks short and round, so I don't like it. I didn't like the art design, and then I also didn't like the aspect of the third person because I just don't like the way
I don't
they
like
did
third
it.
person either.
I mean, for Mass Effect, I like it because
I-
there's
I
parts
don't.
where you don't use first person, so it makes sense. But when the entire game is nothing but a first person shooter, just fucking make it first person. Like, there's no reason to make it third person other than they just wanted to.
I don't like to be able to see across there and see my guy. It just feels
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah. And
I don't
I
like
think
it.
Mass Effect's the only game that like it doesn't bother me because I know that there's parts of it where I do want to see his body and parts of it where I don't.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Gears of War,
but it's
there's
really
no
good about
reason to.
toggling between the two.
Yeah, there's no
Okay,
reason to.
I have a question. Have any of you guys seen any of the gameplay from Call of Duty Black Ops, where it's like on the moon?
On the moon.
I
It's-
actually,
it's a DLC where it's all on the moon.
Okay, well, I never even got or played Black Ops.
yeah,
so.
dude, I have every like Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare, the first one, because that's when I like got into it.
Yeah.
I played the first. I played the second one on like PC, but when I got my Xbox, I got into it starting with Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
And I've gotten everyone since then, except for Black Ops, just because at the time I didn't have the money, and then I just kept buying different games instead. But I've been meaning to get Black Ops, like
Yeah.
whether it's from the other developer and it's not as good as Modern Warfare, I don't care.
See, no.
like I still
See,
like
that's-
them all.
for
I still
me-
like them all.
For me, that's not
Like-
no. I like Infinity Ward better.
Yeah, but you know, before the Modern Warfare series, you know, regardless of the developer, like I think people like Modern Warfare because it's modern, not because the game's any better. They like the modern aspect of it, regardless of who the
I think
developer
that's
is.
debatable.
Like for me, like the World at War was still good. I still liked it.
I didn't like World War.
Okay,
I.
okay.
Why?
See,
Why?
now,
I like
hang-
it's
wait,
just shooting a bunch of people. Like it
Wait.
doesn't matter who makes it or what
Wait,
time
wait,
it is.
wait,
No, it had
Wait,
nothing
wait,
to do
wait,
with
wait.
who made it. I just didn't like it.
That was actually the first time I actually played a Call of Duty game.
Modern War, or World at War.
World at War. But then after I got Modern Warfare 2, I like that one way better. Like that,
Yeah.
that just felt
Just
to me
because it's modern. Like
No,
the
no,
gameplay's
not
no
because it's
different.
modern.
The gameplay's no different.
yes, it is.
How? How?
The look of the game.
The look
I
of it
just
and
don't
the way
like
it
it as
is,
much.
yeah.
Like the
See,
graphics,
I'm
the
exactly
quality
the-
of the graphics.
No,
or
that's not the same.
the way the character moves. What is it?
The way the character moves, the way the campaign as a whole,
Yeah.
not as
Oh,
good.
like the story mode, the
Yeah.
storyline.
Yeah, and just the way the places look, it just doesn't look
Yeah.
good.
It
It doesn't look as good.
Right.
Well, I don't notice a difference.
I do.
I mean,
Well,
I'm a,
yeah.
I'm a gameplay type of person.
Either
like,
way,
I don't notice things. in
Either
the
way, what do you
background and
think
graphics and
if
shit
you
like
haven't
that.
played it or seen it? I haven't played the Moon DLC for Black Ops, but I've seen enough videos on YouTube just doing like achievement tutorials where I can't even wrap my head around it. I don't have Black Ops, but I don't want to get it just because of that.
Why?
Because it shouldn't be on the freaking moon. Like if I wanted to play a space fighting game, I would not buy Black Ops.
Okay,
Yeah.
is it like the Halo fight scenes where it's like low gravity and you jump and you like float for a long time before
You
you,
go-
down?
you
Or
go-
do you just like float in midair and just
You're Neil Armstrong.
'Cause the
You
gun-
go in and out of a moon base, but there's like parts where you float and they're like plasma guns. It's very
What?
not Call of Duty, and they're like zombie people that you
That's
kill on the
probably
moon.
why
It's-
they made it a
pretty
DLC.
weird, yeah.
It is
Not
pretty
in the
weird.
actual game.
I watched gameplay and I didn't like it at all.
Everybody
see,
knows
like,
that in
when-
Vietnam we had space stations where we fought zombies.
Well,
with
it
plasma
wasn't.
guns.
It's not
Everybody
Vietnam.
knows that.
It's not
Yeah.
Vietnam era Black Ops. Is
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well,
Or
that's what-
Korea.
well, that's
it's
what we-
either Korea or Vietnam. I don't
It's in
remember.
Korea?
No. It's
The era
Hey,
from-
it's Vietnam, but that's when we were going to the moon. We haven't been to the moon since the Vietnam.
I know,
era.
but that's what I was getting.
Either
at.
way,
like the
it-
storyline. of
Yeah,
it,
yeah. it
When
just-
they even first announced Black Ops,
It
I was
doesn't make
like,
any
well,
sense.
I'm not going to get that one.
yeah.
Just, I'm going to wait
On-
for
on
Modern
principle.
Warfare 3,
Like-
which I hope to pre-order that.
I guess. Like, okay,
That-
speaking.
Have you seen the stuff you're going to go through in that one?
Dude,
I've seen the
some of the
trailer,
trailers
but-
have looked really
Yes.
good.
Oh my
I've seen the
god.
trailer.
But
New
dude,
York,
the game
France, England.
the game I'm by far the most excited for, and I watched 7 trailers for yesterday, is Assassin's Creed
Yes!
Revelations.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes! Yes! Yes!
I'm so glad all 3 of
If,
us
if
agree.
I, if I don't have enough
I
money,
was waiting for you to say that.
if I don't have enough money for both of those, I'll definitely get that one.
There's
instead.
Yeah,
Like-
I just kept watching
Um,
trailer after trailer of it, and it
There's a
looks
lot of
so
games.
cool.
like the
Yeah.
first
Yes.
okay, the first time I had to choose between Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty was when Modern Warfare 2 and Assassin's Creed 2 came out. Got Modern Warfare 2, played it in a day, and I'd wished I'd gotten Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah.
Because Assassin's Creed 2 takes like weeks to complete, and Modern Warfare you can finish it in like 4 hours.
I don't feel like this
So
is a
I was
common
like-
Whoa, whoa,
sentiment,
I don't
but
know about 4 hours.
5 hours, fine, whatever.
Well,
In
feel like it
Assassin's
took-
Creed
I feel
2?
like-
Freaking short,
He
dude.
played on easy.
No, not Assassin's Creed. I was talking about Modern Warfare.
Oh, okay,
it's
never mind.
short.
That's right.
It's
Yeah,
short.
I had like 5 hours and 30 minutes of gameplay on the campaign.
Maybe I don't know.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. The Assassin's Creed series is probably my favorite series of games.
It's second to me only to Halo series.
Like, see, I never really got huge. I don't know. I was never huge into Halo, as far as like
I
the
was
campaign.
into the first one a lot, and that just kind of carried over. Like if I didn't
Yeah.
like the first one, as like the Assassin's Creed games get better and better, and for me the Halos are gradually getting worse. They're still great,
Yeah.
but like compared to the experience I got out of the first one, as far as like the online play and the thrill of the campaign, it just goes downhill.
Are you
But
That's
they're
okay?
still
the
Are you-
thing
awesome
is because
games.
the first Halo game like
yeah,
revolutionized.
yeah, exactly. That's why it was
the
so
idea
cool
of
to me.
storytelling
Are you
and
gonna
games
get
and stuff
the
like that.
new one when it comes out?
Both of them, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude.
4 and the remake.
I can't wait to play Anniversary Edition.
Yeah, the only reason I'm getting it is because I had Halo for PC, and
Yeah.
it expired when I upgraded to Line because you can't use old software,
Oh,
and
okay.
that software was like
See,
4 years old.
I had,
so
I had
it
the
doesn't work
original.
anymore.
I had the original Halo for Xbox. Halo 2 is, as far as multiplayer goes, I had the most fun playing multiplayer on Halo 2.
Well, see, that's the thing. People didn't have multiplayer in Halo 1. That's why
Yeah.
like Halo 2 was so awesome. But on PC, the multiplayer for Halo 1 was amazing. Like I spent the entire summer doing nothing but playing. Like I'm not kidding.
That's so
A
that's so
like
productive.
16 hours a day. Like I was like 12 years old. 16
Yeah.
hours a day, just nothing
I thought
but
you said
Halo
you
1.
Get it till you're 14.
Whatever. The point is,
You're
I
screwing
had
up
to
your
beg my
stories
parents. I had to
here.
beg my parents for it, but that's regardless of what age I was. But yeah.
I didn't get into it until the third one.
Really?
But
You
I didn't,
missed out.
Well,
You missed out,
okay,
dude.
I didn't have an Xbox though.
I
Like,
didn't either.
no.
That's why I got him on PC.
Well, I didn't even hear about it though.
What?
Like honestly, the first time I heard about Halo was probably maybe Halo 2.
Did you not have
And then
friends
I-
that had an
Gosh.
Xbox?
No.
Or that liked video games?
Yeah, we had video game, but it was like PlayStation 2.
I'm more
and we already
sheltered
had
than
our
you
side
Andy,
games at the
about
time.
that.
That's incredible to me. Like
Yeah.
everyone since Halo came out, that's all I heard about.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I agree.
I
Well, I just happen to have an Xbox at the right time.
I didn't.
yeah. Well, the whole reason I even got an Xbox was because of Halo 3. So
Yeah, same tier. But like one thing I thought was interesting, you look at the Xbox One, it actually sold pretty damn well for
Yeah.
a brand new console from a new company that had never made a game console before.
Okay. Microsoft
Why do you
was-
think it was so like accepted?
Microsoft had a great
Yeah, but they also have a terrible
reputation.
reputation because a lot of Windows computers are so shitty.
At
Like-
the time, that was before Macs got like all fancy and
They've
popular.
always been fancy, dude.
Okay, you're a little biased. Either way, that was when Microsoft was like at the top of its game as far as people buying it.
Windows 98.
But
That's the top of its game. It's Windows 98.
not Windows. It didn't come out in '98. The original Xbox.
No, never mind. I was
Okay,
just talking
either way.
Windows in general.
Either way, that was when they had their biggest market share. That's what
Okay.
I'm trying
Well,
to get at.
yeah.
Either way, but Halo was coming out on Xbox, and I
Do-
think
do you
that brought
think that
a lot of people
influenced?
to Xbox.
Do you
Well,
think
yeah,
that's-
but that
Yeah.
was. But see, the thing is, during that time, that was when you were getting a new console every year, and that was just the new console to have.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Around that time, that was when
I
like.
definitely did not get a new
I mean,
console
maybe
every
maybe
year.
2 years or
Okay.
3 years, but not every.
well,
Yeah.
my parents are divorced. I had 2 houses. I was getting a new console at each house every year.
Oh,
because it was like
you
that,
lucky
that
bastard.
probably explains
we had
it
like
then, 'cause-
we had like Super Nintendo, and then we got a 64, and then Sega Genesis, and then a Sega Dream.
yeah,
well, never
I
had a Sega
definitely had my
Dreamcast, but-
64 for at least 3 or 4
Yeah,
years.
but
I, feel
I
like,
was-
before I got my PlayStation.
I was the
2.
kid that, and then PlayStation 1, and then GameCube, and then PlayStation 2, and then Xbox, and then Xbox.
See, I
like,
didn't get the PlayStation.
I had all of those.
I
Wow, dude.
totally skipped that one. Went to the.
I am
2.
adept when it comes to cross-platform play.
Wow. So you don't mind what platform it's on?
No, I'm not partial to a particular
I
platform.
am extremely partial.
I
to
know.
Xbox
See,
360.
which is why I come across as so like PS3 heavy, but that's just because I have to play devil's advocate to you. But the PS3 is awesome.
you
and
play
so is the
devil's
360.
advocate to anything I say.
Well, that's true. I like to argue with you.
You know what? I haven't even played a PlayStation 3.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Come over to my house.
Dude,
I
I've
gotta-
only played them like
Good.
twice. I played Mortal Kombat, and that's it.
Oh, dude, that's.
Well, I mean,
Mortal Kombat's a good. Okay, the new Mortal Kombat's a good game.
yeah, I was watching a bunch of the fatalities. 'cause
11.
Speaking
Is that the
of,
one with Kratos as a
yeah, see, that's what. Speaking of God of War, I watched all of Kratos' fatalities, and they're pretty badass.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen the
Then I
fatalities.
watched a video montage of all of the female characters' fatalities against Kratos, and they were like the most horrific fatalities of the entire game.
Yeah.
They also have Freddy Krueger as a downloadable character.
Yeah.
Really?
I
Yeah, his were pretty gruesome too.
I bought his DLC pack like as a pre-order, and I haven't gotten it yet, so I haven't
Oh,
played it. But
his stuff is pretty cool.
yeah, yeah.
Forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, well, we need to take a break, so
Yeah, sounds good.
all
we'll
right.
get back to you in a bit.
And welcome back. Well, today Thor came out on DVD today.
Did you buy it?
Oh,
No,
snap.
I did not because my
I was
dad-
really surprised he didn't actually.
Yeah, because my dad might buy it, so I don't want to buy it if my dad's just gonna get it.
Yeah. Oh,
What-
did you get X-Men First Class?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I have a question. Do you like it, or are you only getting it because it's a comic thing and
No,
you like comic?
I actually liked it. It was
I liked it a lot.
was
You
a really
did?
good movie. Yeah.
I obviously they went a different direction than your typical hero thing because they made it kind of realistic and then fake at the same. You know, it's just like we're giving it the whole superhero jive.
see it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
Like half of it was like with normal people, and he was just a dude on Earth, chilling, drinking coffee, having pancakes. And then the other half, he was like this magical being. Like they obviously crossed the two, between.
I think you
It
misunderstood
wasn't
the
a
story.
typical superhero movie where everything was like in Fantasyland. Like half of it was in Fantasyland and half of it was just on Earth.
Well, that's the
That's
point
because
of-
he was from the quote unquote fantasy land, and then he crash landed on Earth when he got kicked out. They
Yeah.
weren't running concurrently.
I just thought parts of it were, dude. Parts of it were like I just.
He
thought it was
wasn't in
weird.
both. He was never in both places at the same time.
Yeah, I know, but just the fact that they had both in the same movie. Like there were times where he would be on screen for long periods of time, like maybe 5 minutes, and there'd be no fantasy whatsoever. It'd just be like you're watching a normal.
Yeah,
movie
that's
with a
because
normal
That's what
character.
it's
That's because
supposed to
all
be.
he was a human. He his powers and stuff got taken away with the hammer.
Okay. I just I mean maybe that's just the story of Thor, but
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I just thought it was weird compared to your normal superhero movie. I just thought it was
Well,
odd.
Thor is a god as
suppose.
opposed to just. He's supposed to be like one of the more powerful ones out of the
Yeah.
superheroes.
Either way,
Yeah.
Kenneth Branagh was the director, and he is one of my favorite directors and
He's a
actors.
Shakespeare.
I still thought it
then-
was good. I just thought it was very weird because as far as the superhero, god, whatever you want to call it, movies go.
You're
it
used to
was
them
very
only
different.
taking place on Earth.
Well, no, I'm used to them being 100% fantasy, or where there's no break in the fantasy.
Well,
aspect.
technically, in this one, it's not a fantasy; it's real.
Yeah. I think that's what I don't know. I think
Okay, but like
I'm not even sure what you're trying to say anymore.
Okay, it's hard to explain, but like I'm sure there are people that get that. Like as far as like a fantasy movie goes, there were parts of it that there was no fantasy whatsoever, and it was kind of weird. Like it wasn't fully engaging to the
Well,
fantasy
but no,
story.
that was the
Or the fantasy
point.
concept.
The fact that he gets
Yeah.
put in that
That
situation.
okay.
was the
And like
idea.
I said, maybe that's just the story of Thor, but I just
Yeah.
thought it was weird.
Okay, well,
Either way, I never saw X-Men First Class, so I need to see that.
Yes. Okay. Are you doing anything Thursday?
I thought it was good.
Are you going to be here Thursday? All right. You come and either rewatch it here or in our dorm.
All right.
It's a very amazing. That was the best
Sounds
for the
good.
summer.
I,
The best movie of the summer?
No, like,
How does
at
it-
least, well, I only saw superhero movies. So.
how does it compare
It's
to
definitely
the
best
how does it
superhero
compare to
movie.
the 3 X-Men movies
Oh.
and then Origins?
in Mikey's
like-
opinion, it's like the best ever.
It is the best one out of the X-Men series.
Really?
Like, yeah, it is. It's so much better, dude. Like
I
like
thought
this-
they were all good, really.
They have-
Dude,
no,
no,
only the-
especially the third one. was
only the
terrible.
first two are pretty good. The second one's the best out of the original one.
Yeah.
But I like this one because they made it to where it like partook into the Cuban Missile Crisis, like they were a part of it. And I've only seen one other superhero movie do that, and that was like Watchmen during the Cold War. And I like how they do
Watchmen
that.
is my favorite superhero
Yeah.
movie of all
I like
time.
how like they always make that like kind of pertain to real life events.
Like Watchmen, like as far as superhero movies go for me,
good, dude.
Watchmen is here, Dark Knight is here, and everything else is like
Okay,
down
dude.
below.
Watchmen, if you've never read the comic and you have no idea what it's about, you're not going to know anything about it after the movie's over.
Thank you.
You gotta be smart
You
to
have
watch it.
no earthly
smart.
idea.
Yeah,
It's not
dude,
like
no,
it's
you
not
have
like
to, like,
it's
understand
yeah.
literary
It's not
terms,
like
like-
Spider-Man where you can go in, not know anything about it. They
Well-
set up the plot, they set up the character development, and they do all that kind of crap. They don't do that. Watchmen jumps straight in, and if you
Because-
know what's going on, fine. If you don't, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
We're gonna
see,
make the movie
okay,
however
no,
we
okay,
want.
when
you-
That's
when you-
how it is.
Hey,
that is
no,
how
I
it
know.
is.
Hey,
Yes, it is.
I'm the comic book nerd here. I will speak.
when
Exactly.
you showed
So
me like
you-
the first 7 minutes or something like that, I didn't understand what
You
the
don't
hell was
understand
going on.
what
The
it
first
is to
7
not
minutes is
know.
a fight scene.
Yeah, for real.
I know,
Okay.
but I didn't know what was going on.
You don't know. You don't know
Because
what
that's
it's like.
It's supposed to be. You're like, why? You're supposed to find out later why he's gonna.
Yeah,
get
the
ass
first
kicked.
But
part
you don't.
is set up
okay,
later.
but,
Yes,
but
you
the,
do.
the point is,
They
you.
explain it.
No, they don't, Mikey.
Yes, they
the-
do.
If you have
Why-
no
why does
idea
Sky die?
what it is, even the
They don't
trailer was.
And Daniel's muted. Mikey, tell
All
me
right.
what you were gonna say.
Yes. All right. Watchmen is not supposed to be like a mainstream. Spider-Man's mainstream. It's supposed to be to like general public, like Transformers.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
Right.
that's supposed to be like fun for the audience, but it's like no substance. Watchmen is supposed to be like deep thought kind of thing, like that's supposed to bring out ideas.
I don't want to.
Which is
Okay,
why it's my
okay.
favorite.
I get that.
Yeah, like
I
I,
do.
like movies like that, like deep
Exactly.
thought, like, yeah.
What I'm saying is, for somebody who knows nothing about the story or the comic or whatever, going into the movie, you won't have any idea. Watching the movie, you won't have any idea. And when you get out of it, you still won't know what's going on. That's just the way it is.
If you want-
Because,
So you have to see it multiple times to understand it, really.
and for a superhero movie, I don't know. It just seems to me
Like
like
the superhero, it's not even really a super. They just use that
Only
as
one-
like a
yeah.
literary term in itself.
Okay, I get
Yeah.
that, but like even the trailer was
It's
they
freaking
didn't give
awesome.
anything away. They did. It was like at
I
the
don't
end
like
of
when the trailers
I
give it
saw.
away.
Okay,
I know,
I get
that's
that.
stupid.
Watching a movie or watching a trailer where it tells you what's going to happen, it tells you the plot twist, it tells you the end, and then that's it. I get that. I do, and I get the movies where they kind of hold off and they give you only little bits and pieces. But this was just like. It's one of those trailers where you can watch it and have no idea what the hell is going on. So, like, I don't know. Watchmen to me was, as far as understanding goes, the most confusing movie as far as the trailer and going into it not knowing anything and coming out of it and still not knowing anything. Like you have
Dude,
to, you
I
have to
can't
read
even-
the book and understand it,
I
or
didn't
you're
read-
just gonna be screwed.
I didn't read the book.
I didn't read it before I saw the movie either.
Either way, dude, Watchmen is in
Well,
my.
how many times have you seen it since you read the book?
A lot.
Yeah, see, now
do
you
have
get
it.
it.
Do you have it on DVD?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's as far as movies go, it's like number 5 on my top 50. It's like it's one of those movies that I can watch over and over again, and it's still freaking awesome. But I'm excited for the Dark Knight Rises.
I did not see anything or hear anything about Watchmen until the movie actually came out.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I saw a
Yes.
bunch of commercials for it, and I was
Be-
like, "What is this?" And then I had to go look it
because
up.
Exactly,
But
because
that's
the
what I'm
commercial
saying.
doesn't
Like, I
give
didn't-
anything away.
I
You didn't
didn't
even
get
know
any
that
of
it's
it.
a superhero movie.
Well,
You just see a blue guy and you're like, "What
they're
the
all
fuck?
in-
Is this the Smurfs?" Like
They're all in
like-
costumes, dude.
Yeah, they're all in costumes fighting people, so I don't know what you were missing.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. It was
Either
very, very.
And then everyone started reading the
I
comic
agree,
book.
Daniel. To
You don't know
simple
who the
minds,
hero was.
yes,
You don't know who the
I
villain was.
All
It was
I
just-
got-
Exactly.
Exactly. You don't know who the villain is till the end, and then it shows like, is there really any like good?
Is he a villain
superheroes?
or
Like,
is everyone the villain?
Yeah.
It's
All I got from it was the smiley face with the little.
You
thing
haven't
on
even
it.
seen it though.
Which-
so.
No, I haven't.
I still didn't understand that. I mean, it's just the symbol of the comic, but as far as the storyline goes,
I agree with you. To simple minds, it's a confusing movie.
to simple mind, to people who don't know and don't read into the plot and don't understand the plot.
Right,
going
to
into
people
it-
that don't read into the plot, yes, it's a
people
confusing
people
movie.
that don't
Analyze it.
know the universe of the Watchmen going into the movie, you're not going
Just
to
Watchmen.
understand it. You're not going to understand it.
All right.
You have to know a little bit about it.
Mikey, question. Who watches The Watchmen?
Me.
All right.
Okay, well, Dark Knight Rises. Yes, I am also looking forward to that movie. Hopefully, it's awesome.
Yeah, the
will
pictures
be.
of Catwoman,
Yeah, see that? That's
why
really
does
the
everybody
only-
keep making a big deal about it?
because she just looks
She
like
doesn't have cat ears.
she-
Why is
she
called
looks-
Catwoman if she doesn't have cat ears.
yeah, she just looks like Anne Hathaway in like
A leather
in
suit.
like a spy uniform. Like
Do-
she could be in
which
Spy
that's not,
Kids.
that's
it wouldn't
not
be
bad.
different.
Hold
But the
on,
fact
what-
that she's supposed to be Catwoman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Was she in Get Smart with Steve
Yeah.
Carell?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
So
right.
she's basically playing the same role in a different movie.
Not necessarily.
She's playing a spy,
No.
No,
basically.
she's not a spy.
Yeah, well, that's
She's-
no.
I
I'm
know,
saying
but-
that's what she looks
yeah,
like.
yeah, that's what I was getting at.
She looks like she's wearing the uniform from Spy Kids,
From
riding a
Get Smart.
motorcycle, or from Get Smart. Yeah. So I don't know how that's gonna
Kids.
turn out,
Oh, yeah.
but
I would
um,
assume Christopher Nolan knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially,
in
when I
Nolan
first
we
heard
trust.
Heath Ledger would be the Joker. I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's like-
you know what?
and
When-
then-
And
yeah,
that
that was
turned
the
out
same
well.
thing. Yeah, that. Oh my god!
So
I thought
I'm
he did.
He
pretty
looks
sure
nothing
amazing.
like that. Like I watched A Knight's Tale,
That's-
and then I watched
yeah.
that, and I was like, "What
That's
the fuck?
the whole- that's
this
the
isn't
whole
even the
point.
same person."
That was the whole point, but, like, for doing that.
I
The
know.
fact that it's him, and he was able to pull that off. Like, who else could have done that? Really?
exactly.
Okay, but in his defense, when you have full body paint and makeup,
But
nobody could tell.
But
what
his-
the fuck.
Still,
Okay, but
his
the way
voice,
he
his
used
mannerisms,
natural hair,
though,
like how
too.
he acts. Yeah.
Like he had naturally green hair.
yeah.
That's not. I'm
No,
saying
he got it
used his
bleached.
hair.
He got it bleached, and then he went swimming in a chlorinated pool and just turned green.
You knew what I meant. The point is, with him, anybody else, you'd probably have to use a wig.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty weak point, but either way, his mannerisms and his voice, he became that character.
Well,
He-
that-
he
I was
wasn't
just-
acting
Yes,
I was
as
trying
that.
to
I'm
add to
saying
the point
the
that
sheer
that's-
the sheer look
Yes.
of his face without the paint and the makeup, you would have no idea it was the same person.
Yeah,
You had no idea.
because well, there's one shot of him in the movie without any makeup on. And
well,
Is
it's
that
still-
when he's in
I
the
think
police
it's-
uniform?
he still doesn't look like Heath Ledger.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
saying.
He looks like the fucking Joker with no makeup on,
Um,
Oh.
Yes.
right? Have you guys seen the trailer for what's the movie with the robots where they're just beating the crap out of each
Real
other?
Real Steel.
oh my god,
Real
that's so
Steel.
stupid.
Robots.
That is so.
See, no, I don't think that's
stupid.
stupid. I want to see this.
All right, question.
Why
Who
would you
here?
wanna see-
Okay, I have a question. Raise your hand if you were watching the trailer for the first time and you thought it was going to be Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Dude, when I was watching, I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh god, dude," because I knew they were making a Battleship movie and they've been making Transformers movies. I was like, "Oh, dude, this is Rock'em Sock'em
Okay, okay.
Robots."
I didn't think it was gonna be a rock and what was it?
Rock'em Sock'em
Yeah,
Robots.
what the
I
guy's
didn't
like,
think it was gonna be that
boom,
movie. I that crossed my mind,
Yeah,
as in that's what it reminded
Just like-
me of. But I didn't think it was gonna be that type of movie.
Okay,
I was
who-
the first time I saw the trailer for Cowboys versus Aliens. I was,
Oh,
I was
that- I
saw
thought that was the stupidest
I
thing
saw-
I've ever seen.
I saw that.
That's
with
what I think about Red Steel. Real
Steel. Either way,
Is
I
Red
saw that-
Steel a movie?
No.
Red
No.
Steel?
No,
Or is
Blue
it a
St-
game? I'm pretty sure it's a game. Red Steel.
I don't know.
Yes.
It's like that Wii game that you slash like the Wiimote, and you're like a cowboy with a Jedi lightsaber or whatever. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Either way, I was the first time I had ever seen that trailer. I was sitting with my friend who had never seen that trailer, and we was playing, and it looked so stupid. And he was like, "Dude, this is like Cowboys versus Aliens," and then it was like Cowboys versus Aliens. And we were like, "What?"
No, it's Cowboys and Aliens, John.
No, it's not.
Cowboys and Aliens, not versus. It's Cowboys and Aliens.
Oh yeah, it is.
It
It is,
Oh,
yeah.
Either way, same thing.
But
Okay,
yeah,
well, yes, I want.
It's like-
I want to see that.
Okay,
movie.
who here-
It's as unimaginative as like the Hot Pocket theme song. Hot Pocket.
okay. Who here, when you first saw the movie for the Real Steel, thought it was gonna be like this is so stupid, I'm never gonna see this.
Did not think that.
Right now,
Why
it
would you
has,
not think that?
Right now, it has a
I-
10 out of 10 on Internet Movie Database.
Yeah, I saw that. too.
It's only got 8 votes though. It's only got 8 votes, and it hasn't even come
When
out
did
yet.
it? Oh,
Okay,
okay. I was about to say, if
It's
it's
like-
even out.
it had a user review, and I read it, and he's like, "Well, I saw the trailer for this movie, and I wasn't happy with the ending, but he gave it 8 out of 10
Yeah.
just based on the trailer." I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're fucking screwing
Oh, yeah,
up."
I was based
Okay,
off
you
the
shouldn't be
trailer.
allowed to give something a rating before it even comes out.
You're not
That's just
supposed to.
No, he said
What?
he saw. No, he saw
What
a screening for it before it came out, so
No.
he actually saw the whole movie.
The user review said he saw the trailer.
Well, the one I read, he said he actually saw the movie,
Okay.
and he said he didn't like the ending. It was the only thing he didn't really like. but he said they could change it. At
But
the
it's
end.
it's got 8 votes for 10 out of 10.
Okay. Is IMDb like Wikipedia where you can just edit whatever you want? Because if like I was
You have to have a user account, but no, the whole idea is it's user generated reviews.
Okay, I get that. But what I'm saying is like if I'm the administrator of the website and like I own and I'm the one setting up, I wouldn't allow comments for a movie that wasn't out yet. That's just stupid.
No,
Ratings for a movie that isn't out yet.
They've done screenings of it though, which is
So
why it only
what?
has 8 votes. And once it goes into screening, you can vote for it. But the thing is,
Yeah.
Internet Movie Database is not like Wikipedia because people don't go on Internet Movie Database just to screw around and mess
Right.
with stuff. People actually take it seriously.
They wouldn't go like say,
get
huh,
that.
this
People take
actor's in it, but
Wikipedia
then,
seriously too. Okay, there's
But
people
not
that's-
nearly
that's
as
like they
much.
make it their life to just parole one page and make sure nobody fucks it up.
Yeah, I know that, but like I'm saying, Internet Movie Database is just taken more seriously. No one ever makes jokes about editing Internet Movie Database.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, I don't think you should have.
But I mean, that'll get balanced out though because movies usually have at least 200. Like wide release movies usually end up having like 200,000 ratings, and it usually balances out to something pretty true.
so 8 out of 200,000 rated at 10.
Yeah, it's not going to throw it off.
Okay, well, I look forward to seeing it.
I do not.
I'm
Well,
not going to
just for me, the after seeing the trailer, because it's like
What about it interests you?
the fact that like, at the beginning it shows everyone
Robots.
using controls for the robot, so they're not actually doing something.
Okay.
So then when Hugh Jackman's character gets what they called a sparring bot.
Yeah.
So basically he's like not even up to that level. So he has to teach him like actually box. So he's actually doing something with it. It's not just he's
I get
pressing
that.
buttons and stuff.
I get that.
And I don't know. I haven't really
like
gotten into
Rocky, but
boxing
with
either.
robots.
So it is that also kind of interested me.
Dude,
Okay,
to be
but
honest
what-
with you, I'm just tired in any form, robots or humans. I'm just tired of boxing underdog stories. It's like Rocky did it well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
try,
Wait,
like-
wait. See, I haven't seen any of those.
Okay.
I
the
haven't
Rocky,
even.
Muted.
the Rocky.
Never seen Rocky? You
Okay,
idiot.
The Rocky series in general has
I've-
overdone itself. Like it's
That's
like
true.
this summer, Rocky 28. It's just like there's like 6 fucking Rockies. It's like the first one was good, the second
Okay,
one was okay, the
there are
third one
five-
with the
there-
Russian was pretty fucking amazing.
That was
But
the
you
best
don't-
one.
You don't
Yes.
need to keep going. It's
okay,
like,
hold on.
Now Rocky's a trainer. Now he's coming back. Now he's a trainer, but he's fighting his like trainer
no,
guy.
okay,
It's
here's
just
the
like,
thing.
Stop it.
Rocky 1 through 4, amazing. Rocky 5, where he's the trainer.
Yeah.
Even Sylvester Stallone will tell you that is a piece of crap movie. It's the only one he didn't write, and he said he only did it for the money. Rocky Balboa that came out a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie.
Not better than the third one though.
Dude,
the third one takes the cake.
nothing is better
It's
than the
just
Russian.
like it came out during like the Cold War era,
Yeah.
and it's just like that was like perfect. But okay, but like
Before
as far as
I love that movie.
like going back to the real stuff, the concept of robots boxing each other while humans are in control just seems so stupid to me. It just does. Like can you explain it? You're perfectly fine for liking it. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's people that are thinking
Well, you know what?
it's awesome.
And if
But
I see
what
it
about
and
that?
it's a piece of crap, I'll tell you.
Okay, but what about that interests you? Like
Robots
robots
hitting each
fighting.
other.
What about that is cool?
Well, I mean, I don't know yet because I haven't seen it.
Okay,
It's
like
just-
Transformers.
Do you like the idea of an underdog story from a different perspective?
Well, yeah, you can put it that way.
Okay, but
Thank
I'm
you.
not even talking
Yeah.
about it doesn't even have to be boxing. I'm just talking about like robot things are okay. They're cool, Transformers and everything. But in Transformers, the robots control themselves. But it's a human controlling a robot that's like why don't the humans just box? Why do they have to have a robot to do it for
Well,
them?
okay,
like-
you
it's
know
like
what?
a
You know what?
double-
Wait, wait. I think in part of the-
have robots.
part of the movie is telling that.
I know, but-
because at the beginning, he was a boxer. He was like number 2 or something in like
Okay.
the movie, and so I'm pretty sure they're going to explain how that changes.
Like to me, it's almost like NASCAR is dead. Now everyone races RC cars with controllers from halfway across the room.
that's better than NASCAR.
that's what it would be like. That's what it would be like to me. It's like the real sport is gone, so now we're just gonna use
Okay,
controls.
but-
it's like
It just like it
That-
shows like the rise. This guy at his top, and then he goes into a slump, and then he comes back, and the robot shouldn't be that good, and then it's a double.
I
It's a
understand
double
the
underdog.
story. I'm just
story.
saying the concept of robots fighting instead of
Okay,
humans
well,
It's,
fighting
it's
is
just like
stupid.
it's just like someone was like, well, people like the Transformers movies. And you know what else they like? They like the Rocky movies.
Let's make
put them together.
Transmorphers.
Okay, well,
let's
just
get
the
the
fact-
guy that plays the Wolverine.
the fact that he's a robot that's not even within the same league with these other robots that are supposed to be that also.
Hey
intrigues me
Billy,
with it.
what's the name of that Wolverine guy?
Huge Ackman.
Okay, you guys aren't even listening anymore.
Huge what? Huge Ackman.
Screw you
Huge
guys.
acne.
Huge
you.
Aikman? Is he related to Troy
Hate
Aikman?
you. all.
I'm not saying anything about your opinions. If you like it, that's totally cool.
Okay, no, but I'm trying to talk here, and you're like, what's your name?
John said something funny. I had to keep going.
No,
on
you
it.
did not.
Yes, I
You
did.
chose to keep going.
I liked it. It was funny.
Just stop yelling.
Hey,
Stop
yeah,
yelling.
Make me some of my drink.
God damn it. No, I'm gonna wait. That's one of those movies I'm gonna wait for someone else to see, and if it's good, I'll go see
I
it.
will tell you about it,
Yeah.
and I will personally let you know if it's a piece of crap.
Okay. No. If it's good, great. If it sucks, okay. I'm just saying the concept of robots, like when the
You know,
real.
I don't think
when
it's. I don't think it's actually gonna be like hit you until you actually go and see
No,
it.
it's
Too
like
much
it's like
robots.
the concept of an actual thing that humans do being replaced by humans controlling a robot. That's stupid. Like if robots are gonna box, fine. If humans are gonna box, fine. But humans don't need robots to box. Just
Okay,
have the humans box.
I see what you're saying.
Okay.
But I really don't think you're gonna get the full grasp of it until you actually see
yeah.
it.
Same thing with Watchmen.
And you're still not gonna understand it when you get out of it. Is that what you're getting at, Mikey?
I understand it because I'm smart.
Yep, I totally blanked on what I was going for there. In case you were wondering. Jesus.
So
Christ.
why don't we take a break and then we'll come back and finish this.
All right.
All right.
And we are back.
Yo.
So this past week, the website officially launched.
Woo!
Which, if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, the
Please
website.
visit.
Yeah, please visit the website www.1554productions.com. And another thing about the podcast, right now it's only on YouTube and it's only in video form. We're in the process of submitting it to iTunes. So if by the time you're watching this, it is on iTunes, we'll put the link so you can subscribe to us on iTunes, so you can get it on your iPod and iPhone, things like
Your
that.
mobile device.
Yeah, your mobile devices, that kind of
listening
thing.
device.
Yeah, in case you
Right,
don't want to watch
yes.
it, you just want to download them and that kind of thing. But yeah, so check out the website. We already have a short that we finished about a
Another
week ago.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
and we have bloopers for that and behind the scenes footage for that. So make sure to check that out.
all very funny.
Yeah, pretty good. And we already have another short written, right? We're going to start
Well,
filming
the rough draft.
later this
And
week.
I say
Yeah.
that.
We're going to
Yeah.
start filming.
Rough
probably-
draft. God.
So yeah, we're going to start filming that this weekend. So we'll have a short out for you within a week to a week and a half. So you guys can be expecting some more.
You
content
excited?
from us.
You excited, Mikey?
We're not going to
Oh,
give
yeah.
anything.
You're still not
We're
saying
not going to
anything.
give anything away about the context of the short. We just want to let you know there's one coming, so you can be expecting it.
Exactly.
And it'll be freaking hilarious.
Hilarious.
As always.
And yeah, talking about the short we just released, please check that out if you haven't already, and give us some feedback. We like to know how we're doing.
Yes.
It's the first official short. We did one, Corey Rebase's Day Off. We
Yeah.
did that already, but as far as the new short, this is the first one that we've actually took the time to make as professional as we could. At least, we're all noobs here, but so please give us feedback. If the lighting wasn't good, if the audio wasn't good.
Which, by the way, we've noticed a couple of things. but
Yeah, we're not
that
gonna
was-
say-
Don't point it
we're
out.
not,
Yeah,
we're not pointing it out. Just that was the first time, and we are learning in the process.
Yeah, a lot of that was
It's
my
basic,
mistake
very
because I was doing the
professional.
directing and the video or the camera work on that. They were just acting, so most of that's my fault.
First time for everything.
But yeah, so for the first one, we hope it was good for you guys. We hope you enjoyed it, and links in the link dump.
Right.
So check all that out. And is there anything you guys want to mention?
Explore the website and have fun there. If you have any ideas, anything you want us to talk about, just leave a comment.
On the
Let
YouTube
us
page.
know.
If you have questions, like if you have a topic that you'd like us to discuss, or if you want us to, if you have a question that you think, oh, I'd like to hear them discuss this, you could shoot us a email at podcast@1554productions.com. You can suggest topics. You can reply to things that we say. If you don't want to leave a
Right.
comment, you can shoot us an email. If you're listening to this on iTunes and you're not on the YouTube page or whatever at the time, shoot us an email. We might talk about your email on the show. So that'd be kind of cool.
Yep.
Also, make sure to check out our Facebook and our Twitter account. We're going to be
Google Plus should be coming eventually.
yeah. Whenever Google Plus actually
Whenever
launches. That's
we
not
get it.
us. We've actually been applied for a Google Plus account. We haven't gotten one yet. Google is still in their testing phase or whatever. But so yeah, make sure to check that out. As far as the Twitter thing, that's probably going to be the most important because that's when we're going to give you guys updates to when we're
Right then and
yeah,
now.
like John's pretty much in charge of telling you we started filming a new short, the new short's in post production, the new
Right.
short's out, that kind of thing.
So therefore, if something comes out and you've not heard anything, it is John's fault.
Or just if I find something online that I feel I need to share,
yeah.
I'll
That
post
too.
it there.
Yep.
Sure.
And you can follow John if you want to. You don't have to just follow us.
Don't follow me.
Okay,
I'm
don't
not-
follow
I don't post anything.
You can follow me too, although I don't really post anything either.
Yeah, I'm more of a follower.
Actually, I haven't checked that in like a month or so.
I don't have Twitter.
I don't have Twitter either. I think it's
I don't even
stupid.
have it, man.
I just
Um,
have Facebook. That's all
But yeah,
I need.
so as far as Facebook goes, like us on that. If you like our content, please tell your friends, tell your family, check us out.
Get the word out.
It's cool if you like it, and it's great that you support us. We're obviously very thankful for that. But we're only going to
The
get
more,
bigger.
the merrier.
Yeah, we're only going to get bigger if people share, and we can only promote so much. So
Bigger.
Chicka wow wow.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah. So that's about it for this week, right, guys?
I would
All
say
right.
so.
Yeah.
We'll
All
catch
right.
you on the flippity flop.
Mikey, don't touch my Kirby with that water.
That's
Mikey, I'm not kidding.
there's,
All right.
there's a dirty joke in there somewhere. We'll get to it.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.